Hi, and welcome to LNA Does Audio Stuff. Today we're going to be using Counterpoint composition technique to write bass, synth, and vocals. It's a very old practice, and therefore there is a very a correct way of using Counterpoint. What are we doing today is a very simplified adaptation for modern pop music, but if you would like to learn more about Counterpoint, I have linked some very cool resources down below for you to go and check them out. What it means is that there is multiple melodies that are monophonic melodies that are interacting in a composition together. So they're having a conversation basically. When you're planning to use Counterpoint in your composition, it's a very, very good practice to have a harmonic plan. If you are familiar with Roman numerals, pick a scale and a chord progression that you wish to use. So example, you could have 1, 5, 4, 5. If you're not familiar with that, you can also decide just a chord progression, example A minor, G, F, G. Also, if you're not familiar what scales are, as well as what would be a harmonic plan or chord progression, go to the links down below, and I have linked some very, very good introduction videos for those theories. Also remember in this point to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you will see more content like this, because you don't want to miss it, don't you? No, you don't. Now, when we've sorted that out, let's go. So here in the melody part, I have just the wavetable, and I've created a cool sound here. Added some unison, shimmer, couple oscillator with some basic shapes, and then we also have a bass, and I just found a nice preset for that called headlock bass. Very lovely sounds. Okay, so what we will do now is create 2 empty clips for both of the tracks, and also make sure that the tracks are colored in a very opposite color. So example, mine, the bass one is blue and melody bit is pink. So the melody clip, we're going to make that 4 bars long. So I just go to the length area, add 4 there, and the bass, I do the same, add 4 there. I need to put this on. Okay, and what makes our Counterpoint when using MIDI a lot easier thing to do is when we are using multiple clip editing. So what that means is that I hold down Shift and select both of the clips at the same time. And how do we know we have multiple clips selected at the same time? Is that on the bar of the clip, you can see 2 different colors. So that means that when it's pink, I'm editing the melody. When it turns to blue, I'm editing the bass. We can add MIDI notes to 2 clips in the same time. I love this so much. At this point, I'm also going to change the grid to 1/8. Easier. Step number 2 is planning our harmonic qualities. So when you have decided your scale, we can go now to the scale section of our MIDI editing window, add that, and then go and add what scale is it. So example, I'm going to go A minor. I'm just going to go with the chord progression, A minor, G, F, G. I'm going to do a very simplified version of this so that I'm not going to do any crazy chords. I'm going to very much stay in the triads, English words. Kolmisointu in Finnish. Some Finnish music theory for you. Kolmisointu, triads. Whatever. Now I said it's A, G, F, G. So I could just go and add A note on the bass example, and then G, and then F, and then G. Just as a reminder now, it doesn't need to stay on these, but just a reminder that these are the chords. So they're a bit high up, so I'm just going to go highlight them all and shift and arrow down, and that goes to lower. Let's go one more. number 3 is the conversation and imitation. So the other instrument, so example, melody, starts the conversation, and the bass answers to that conversation with an imitation. So that is one really basic way to do that. So we're going to start from the first bar. So the notes in A minor are A, C, and E. So we're going to start now with the E example. Let's just go back to 8 bar. So I could go E, E, D, 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 D. So that we get the nice harmonic quality, we can add, for example, one long A. So now you see that now I'm on a blue again. So maybe I could get also, there we go. So it's corresponding with the E and the C nicely and the D there. And what you could see here is that I extended that note. Good tip is that other melody moves on from the sustained note. Okay, so we have do 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 do, and then we could go do 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 with the bass. So we are now on G. Remember, we're not A anymore. So we're continuing the melody, the responding melody with the bass from the G. We can go a little bit lower because we have the bass line. So obviously we can go, example, the D, the same rhythm. Because F has F, C, and A, we can stay on the C here and make that longer. There we go. Now we have 2 imitating melodies going in our harmonic plan. But of course, we can go to the melody back and just add the kind of harmonic notes. So we have that for the first one there. When the synth is doing the melody, the bass is supporting with the harmonic notes, with the 2 notes. And when the bass is doing the responsive melody, then the synth is doing also just 2 notes as a harmonic support. Let's have a listen. How does that conversation sound? There we go. Step number 4 is we have contrary motions. So example, now we did the imitation, do 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 do, but we can do a contrast of a melody as well. So where are we? We are in F major. So now it's the pink turn to shine. So we could go, example, a little bit of rhythmic play here, and then go the same with the bass. So I'm gonna go from F again and add conversation. So do 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 do. But how can we make it a contrast? So we could have, example, this one going do do do, and they're going do do do. The other one. So we are responding with the contrast. So we could have, example, the first note come from here. So what's the contrast of that? Is do do do. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Okay, do 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 do, and then we're gonna go and add some awesome ending bit, and remember we have that again in G. So we already had that bit there, so maybe we can use this also in the end, but with an adaptation. So I could take this beat here, copy it to the ending, and then I can take that and copy that there. So I would like to have, again, a little bit faster imitation. We can do another contrast, just a couple notes like that. So we have do 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 do, but let's make that much faster. So we could go G, G, and then work backwards. B and D. And then these are a bit shorter as well. Let's move the rhythm a little bit. Nice. Okay, let's listen to the whole thing. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to also move the bass octave lower so that we get a bit better bass sound. So Command A and then Shift and arrow down. What we have created here with the synth is actually easily converted into a melody line for vocals. And this is a very, very fun songwriting technique if you're not really sure what kind of melody would be good. Let's create another track, call it vocals. Let's just listen to the synth melody. Kind of nice. I like that. Now I'm just gonna write some lyrics for it. Wait, I'm not there yet. See a smile. Make me. Very random lyric. Now I'm just gonna record them. Wait, I'm not there yet. I see your sweet grin. Make me yours. Okay, here we go. We have now a vocal that is imitating exactly the same as the melody we created with Counterpoint with the bass. So let's see how they all sound together. Wait, I'm not there yet. I see your sweet grin. Make me yours. Okay, and now without the melody. Wait, I'm not there yet. I see your sweet grin. Make me yours. The counterpoint is not as obvious than with the synth, which I love because how cool is that as a part of like a C part of chords composed in counterpoint, two different melodies interacting with each other with maybe a beat. So let's see how that sounds with the beat. Wait, I'm not there yet. I see your sweet grin. Make me yours. Very cool. And then of course we can add the synth. We could maybe put that octave higher. Again, shift and arrow up. Obviously, we could work with the velocity a little bit. So I had them all highlighted. Put randomize on the velocity a little bit so it's not as harsh. And then put the velocity down. Wait, I'm not there yet. I see your sweet screen. Make me yours. Wait, I'm not there yet. Sweet. Honestly, that sounds such a cool technique because if you are lost with bass lines, if you're lost with melody hooks, then get two things on the same go by using counterpoint technique and go and learn more about the proper ways of doing it from the links down below if you are interested to learn more about counterpoint. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more tips like this because more is here to come. Also, thank you for everybody in my Patreon family. Here are all my Patreon family members who are absolute legends. We have masterclasses, monthly masterclasses, weekly live streams in different topics. We have an amazing active Discord channel where everybody chats. I also give feedback on certain tiers. We have so much fun. So please check it out. Join our amazing family if you want to. Love them. Okay, have a very lovely day. Hopefully these tips helped and happy music making. Bye. Bye. Bye.